Welcome to part 2. We're going to make broadcasts in this episode. Broadcasts are very important because they allow these sprites to talk to each other, and they also allow the sprites to talk to the stage. I'm going to go and turn off my score because I don't need that just yet. So in this episode we're going to do a broadcast. Now then, what we need is some control loops over here, and we're going to say when the background is a certain number. So at the moment I've got background number 1 on, and when number 2 comes on, what I want and what we want in our game is our sprites to disappear, because these are going to have scores attached to them, and when I go to the next stage, when I go to the next level, we don't want them, so look, we can see them, we don't want them visible, we don't want to be able to see them, we want them just to disappear when we go to the next level. So make sure I can show that there's that one there, and there's that one over here. So we want them to disappear. So it's going to go back into my stage, make sure I'm in part 1, because these should be nicely camouflaged, so you can see that there's one there and there's one there. If you're unsure and you can't see where they are, if you just click on them, you can see that it flashes and you can see them. There they go. Alright, so I'm going to go back into my background, go into my script. What I need is a background number. This little hash tag here, this little hash symbol, means number. So it means we're going to use a little bit of maths, and then we're going to say equal to, and these blocks here fit into these square blocks here, like that. So we're going to say when background number is equal to, and we're going to say 1 in here. So we want forever. Oh, sorry, we don't want forever. So in here we want a if block as well. So these, remember these shapes, this hexagonal shape fits into this hexagonal block here. So I can pick this up and drop it in there. What I need to put in here is a broadcast, because when this is saying background number 1, we want these blocks here to show. When this says number 2, we need to tell these to hide. So we need to go and put a broadcast in, and we're going to call this level 1, like that. So it's just like a telephone call. So it will telephone these, and when we say over here, let's bring my screen over, when I receive level 1, you want it to show. So I'm going to go up to looks and show. Just like in here, what we can do now is we can duplicate this. So if I right click on here, I can duplicate it, and instead of level 1, we go level 2. And if this is equal to 2, these, when they receive level 2, control, when I receive level 2, make sure that they all hide, regardless of whether your player has actually clicked on these blocks or not. It doesn't really. They've all got to disappear, because you will make new blocks for new sprites for level 2. So let's go into looks and hide. Okay. So let's go and test this. Let's go and put it on this blue block here. When we say this blue block, when they click on it, we're going to say next level. So we can go the other way as well. So when mermaid tail is clicked, broadcast level 2, So we're going to send a telephone call the other way, because that block, that mermaid block, is going to be my little test, and make sure that they all hide. So in the stage, make sure I click in the stage. When I receive level 2, we are going to go to switch to background part 2. Let's see how this looks. Let's click the flag, click on that, and good. You can see that the orange block has disappeared. And you can see that the green block and the blue block are still here. So what we're going to do is really quickly, we can drop this into there and drop it into here. What this will do is we don't have to copy, or we don't have to make the blocks again, and it'll put them straight in here. Look, you can see that they appear, and they appear in here. Okay, so we can make them show and hide. Let's just go back into my block here and turn it on. Make sure that they show. Alright, let's go and green flag. I'm going to click on my blue. And you can see that when I clicked on it, they've all disappeared, which is exactly what we want. Okay, that's the end of part 1.